consumer choice. Consumer choice of the optimal consumption bundles. When we think of consumer choice, what is the next thing that should come to mind? Well, the idea of consumers choosing the optimal bundle, the bundle that gives them the highest level of satisfaction they can afford, right? It's in two prongs. First, you want to think of the budget, right? Can you afford what you're trying to consume? So that means we are restricted by our income and the prices of the goods in the store. So that's the first prong. The second prong is our preferences. And just very shortly, preferences are represented by utility. And if you remember what utility is, it's the level of satisfaction that you get when you consume goods or you do various activities. Now, the levels of utility are illustrated by indifference curves. And so, again, I did a bit more work. That way, this goes fast for us. So here we are. Under budget, right? Under the budget, we have the budget set. This is all we can afford. Everything on the blue line, right? Everything on the blue line and under the blue line is all we can afford. Because we are limited by our income and the prices. So let's cross over now to look at our preferences. Indifference curve indifference curves illustrate our preferences. In what way? We can rank the preferences. I can tell you, I prefer bundle E. That gives me this many units in good Y, maybe let's say 20, and this many units in good X. Do you see that? So I prefer bundle E to bundle D. Now in bundle D, what is happening? In bundle D, let's say I have 15 units of good Y and 15 units of good X. So what does this tell you? It tells you that as the consumer, more is better. I like more of good X and more of good Y. I prefer E to D. The same argument follows when we are at bundle C. In bundle C, let's say we have about 10 units of good Y and 5 units of good X. Oh, look at that. In bundle B, say we have maybe 2 units of good Y and 5 units of good X. But then look at bundle A. In bundle A, you probably have 2 units of good X and let's say 5 units of good Y. Now, when we have, or as you see that we have bundle A and bundle B on the same indifference level, right, or on the same indifference curve, we are indifferent between bundle A and bundle B. Why is that? Because whether you consume bundle A or B, you are getting the same level of satisfaction from it. So along the first indifference curve where bundle A and bundle B sit, your satisfaction level is, say, at 10. But what about bundle E? What is the satisfaction level there? Let's say 100. So that's why you want bundle E, or you prefer bundle E over any of the other bundles on this graph. right? So as you move away from the origin, as you move that way, right, the level of satisfaction increases. So on the second indifference curve, you're probably at 20 units of satisfaction, 50 on the third, and then 100 on the last one. So as the consumer, you prefer E to D, you prefer D to C, you prefer C to A, you prefer C to B, but you are indifferent between A and B. See? All right. So we take these ideas of ranking our preferences and our affordability, right? What we can afford. Oh, mind you, when you look along the budget line, you can't afford anything outside of the blue line, right? So this is not affordable. All right. So we merge these two prongs right here. Yes, you prefer. So let me draw D and E. I'm going to change my color to black now. That was C. And let's say that's D and that's E. Great. See, you still prefer E to D and D to C. However, you can't afford bundles D and E. You can afford bundle C. Now, we have this rule in consumer choice where we ask the consumer to exhaust the budget, right? So, yes, there was another indifference curve here, U equal 10, where we have bundles A and B, right? But why are we not choosing bundles A and B? Because it doesn't exhaust the budget. It's bundle C that exhausts the budget. See, so just following that rule in consumer choice, we end up here at the point of tangency between the indifference curve that gives us satisfaction level 20 and the budget line, right? So it's a tangency between the indifference curve and the budget line. So the optimal bundle we pick is bundle C. And what is bundle C? 10 and 5. 10 units of good Y and 5 units of good X. So this is the idea in consumer choice. Now we say that at that tangency, the equal marginal principle, the marginal utility of good X per dollar of good X is equal to the marginal utility of good Y per dollar of good Y at tangency. And this is known as the equal marginal principle. Maybe someday I will do another video to show you how that math is done. But if you are in principles, we don't necessarily show that math. But if you're in an intermediate microeconomics class, you will see that math. Okay. Happy to stop the video here. Like and subscribe. Thank you for watching.